whatever, change its shitty ass diaper, make sure it doesn't drown, feed it its fucking Brussels sprout puree.
Okay.
And you're fucking A1. Oh, my dad takes me for ice cream once a fucking month on a Friday. He's the best dad ever. But when you're a husband, with or without kids, whatever, I think there's so much disconnect or miscommunication between the wife and the husband, or the, you know, male and female partner, that it is harder to please a woman than it is to please your biological child and be a super dad as opposed to a super husband, because I think they don't know to care enough to do a good enough job about, you know, what a woman's needs are and how to exceed them, make sure she's treated like a perfect queen or whatever she wants. I think it's easier to be a great dad.
Okay.
Because you already have an advantage than be a great mom. Sorry. Also, that's another debate. It's harder to be a good mom than it is to be a good dad. Facts. Don't care. Fucking, I would debate anybody on that. That's not our topic.
I think it depends on the individual, because some men are like, I don't know what to fucking do with the child. Like, they have no idea what to do with it. But other men are like, I want to be a dad. I know I want to be a dad. This is my destiny. That doesn't mean they're going to be a good dad. No, but it means they're willing to try harder to be a good dad than like other men being like, oh no, like she's got it. I'm good. You know, like, oh, I don't really know what to do. So she knows. So just like hand it over to her, you know, the mom and being her. I think it's easier to be a good husband, because honestly, women don't really want that, aren't asking that much other than good communication, like, and a good connection, like physically, mentally, emotionally, just a good part, like an all-around understanding, easy to talk to kind of person. I think that's literally it for a partner.
But I think that's inherently more difficult for a man to do than to get on the floor and play with Lego and read them a bedtime story and, you know, tell them stories about their past and take them to ice cream. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Being a good communicator for men, for a woman, like a wife, is way more difficult than doing the dad duties, because
kids are simple and stupid. So they're literally, it's the small things that make them happy. But in the long run, a good dad is also somebody who can listen, who can be emotionally present for their child, which most men aren't at all. You know, just because you have a good dad doesn't mean you can go to them and talk about, you know, your breakup or whatever as a teenager, because you can't express yourself like that with somebody, you know, who isn't emotionally available. And if that person isn't emotionally available, they're not going to be a good husband or a good father necessarily. You know what I mean? I think
maybe that's what you want
as a father. You need to be like a good role model. You need to have that good connection emotionally, physically, and mentally with your child, because otherwise, like, how are they going to trust you? How are they going to, you know, feel comfortable coming to you? As a kid, obviously, it's like you bump your knee, you run to your parents crying, they fix it, and like end of story. But as like you start to grow up as like a functioning adult, or, you know, young adult, you need those people in your life to be able to like go to.
But heteronormativity is telling us that is the mom.
Yeah, but I don't think it is.
I don't care either way, and I'm just saying,
I think a good dad,
in a normal sense, it's very clear what dads are to the masses, and it's very clear what moms are to the masses.
I think that's changing though now.
I hope so, but
I think like our parents' generation is definitely like that, a lot more misogynistic, and it's unfortunate that we have to see that as a family unit, I guess, a hetero family unit, being women takes care of the kids, does the cleaning and cooking, and the man goes, like, has the good job, comes home, sees the kids for like a couple hours, and then goes to bed. Or, like,
I don't know,
whatever.
It makes me sick. I don't even like thinking about it.
Like, the dad does the sports and the mom does the groceries.
That's why I think every house should just have two moms.
I mean, that's why a lot of people hire nannies.
Wow.
And Nanny Consuela over there. I just think that is changing. I think a lot of men are now hopefully realizing that it doesn't have to be a divided household like that. You can literally, it's called co-parenting, even though you're still together. You know, like that's the ideal parenting duo, I think, in my mind.
So we agree to disagree on our random thought. High five.
Woo.
Nice.
Nice.
I hate men and kids right now, so thank you for joining us.
I agree with the kids thing. Like, it's not
a
happening.
lot of men listen to this podcast, so
except for Greg. Hi, Greg.
Unless you're Greg, we love you. We're a Greg stan. You're a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, bye everyone. Bye, Greg.
Okay, thank you, ladies and Greg. We'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed that episode. You can find us on all the podcast platforms. Simply search Casey and Maria or You Can't Sip This Podcast. New episodes come out every Wednesday.
And want to keep up with us behind the scenes? Well then, you can find us on Instagram at You Can't Sip With Us Podcast or on TikTok at KSNMAR. That's KSANDMAR. See you next week!